This is Jane. She's a recent high school graduate and first-year university student who, like all of you, is working remotely whilst trying to balance her studies, work, and mental well-being. Jane's 19 years old and works part-time at a local supermarket. She recently moved out of home and spends about 3 hours a day on social media. And like many of us, she doesn't do much to consciously reduce her stress. This leads to Jane finding it quite difficult to manage her stress and time with so many things going on in her life. Ultimately, this leads to many unfortunate consequences, such as her not being able to sleep well. And this is frustrating to her, because she feels like there weren't enough programs available to her as an adolescent that helped her adapt these stress and time management skills. So Jane gave it some thought and related it to herself and her past, and she came to the realization that there's a huge opportunity for improvement in the lives of adolescents transitioning to adulthood. Students and adolescents need continual development, and there are currently limited educational programs for effective stress and time management strategies. These would help educate young adults with strategies they can use for life, and the perfect way to do this is by integrating multiple activities into one program. Jane looked into this problem and placed herself in the shoes of others. Young adults were spoken to in regards to their experience and key struggles with adolescence and transitioning out of high school. Of those who participated, time and stress management were identified as a neglected key issue for adolescents that provided an opportunity for innovation in the education sector. From these results, Jane was able to think back and realize that she didn't have any access to stress and time management programs throughout high school and late adolescence. She wished she was told more about the benefits of time and stress management activities. Insights from the 6 people she interviewed showed most participants had experienced some form of educational program around study skills or drugs and alcohol. However, very few reported having been provided any form of education on stress or time management. For those who had, the programs or ideas they had been provided with were ineffective as they no longer utilized or even remembered the strategies they were taught. This is backed up by the statistics shown. Further insights showed that all of the participants have experienced some type of stress and time management issues and felt that the lack of resources were the primary cause of these frustrations, and almost all of them felt that more could have been done to address this issue. These ideas are portrayed through our participants' average student timeline, in which most students are given a foundation for stress and time management skills. However, due to a lack of follow-up classes and checkups, these skills are not enforced and adapted, and thus are quickly forgotten. Thus, these key insights from empathy data showed students need better programs to address these issues. Exercise is an essential part of managing stress levels, and stress, organization, and motivation is a common struggle during the transition from adolescence. And we know this because personal experience and expectations of others influence decisions, often leading to a range of emotions and inadequate stress and time management skill sets. As a result of being unable to manage their time and stress effectively, young adults are becoming emotionally overwhelmed and their well-being is declining. This link is reflected in the key thoughts and feelings of our participants. We always hear about the current generation of young adults being referred to as lazy due to the negative stigma around young people and their work ethic. Many young people are told they need to improve their time management and be more organized, but they aren't provided with the education on how to do this. In addition, they struggle to balance their lives as they face pressure to keep up with the growth that is expected of them and place importance on good grades as an indicator of success. Common solutions included the use of physical exercise, music, checklists or timetables where time is dedicated for tasks, leisure and exercise, and owning a diary. Reflecting on these key insights, Jane was able to come to a realization that adolescents struggling to transition into adulthood need to learn how to cope with stress and time management issues, because this is an important skill that improves their overall quality of life in the long term. This realization leads Jane to wonder, how might we redesign stress and time management programs to better address the current needs of adolescents transitioning into adulthood? The answer to this question would solve many issues that people like Jane experience, such as achieving a healthy work, study, and social life balance, improving physical and mental well-being, as well as being able to deal with the inevitable stress that comes with transitioning from adolescence to adulthood. Look at Jane's smile.